Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video is a video about the situation that has been going on with Gabi DeMartino. If you haven't heard of it, I'm just going to give you a trigger warning right now. It does involve children and it does involve kind of inappropriate things with children, not as like Shane Dawson inappropriate, but it's still pretty bad. So I just want to give a trigger warning now. Also, I did change my profile picture and I just feel like I have to announce that. And I'm very in love with this profile picture. I think that it encompasses who I am as a person. So yeah, I'm very happy with the change on this channel. And also I'm very happy that I'm back. Not happy that I'm back with this topic, but I am happy that I am making a video. So there you go. Anyways, before we do get into this video, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you have not. And go ahead and turn on the post notifications so that you are notified of the next time that I post a video. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into it. So if you don't know who Gabi DeMartino is a 25-year-old YouTuber. Her YouTube channel is Fancy Vlogs by Gabby or something like that. And I've known of Gabi DeMartino for years now because she got famous by pretending to be Ariana Grande. She was really the first YouTuber to pretend like she was Ariana Grande, go out and like meet people and pretend that she was Ariana Grande, and then claim that she wasn't pretending to be Ariana Grande, when it is clear that her whole aesthetic and a lot of just her content was revolved around Ariana Grande. And so a lot of Ariana Grande stans, including myself, knew who she was. And a lot of people kind of disliked her for it because they felt like she doesn't have her own brand. Since then, she's evolved a bit and has, I guess, gotten famous more for her own personality and her own drama. She's been in a few scandals, mainly because it's clear that she's money hungry. She does undisclosed sponsorships, and she also was in some drama with Gabby Hannah at one point in time. I'm not really sure what that was. I totally forgot. I think I actually made a video on it. But yeah, she's just kind of been floating around in the problematic lifestyle vlogger realm. Nothing like super crazy, but it's clear that she's money hungry and she's selling these undisclosed sponsorships to young teenagers, which is something that should be noted for the rest of this video. Her fan base is clearly like 12-year-olds. It's clearly younger people. It's a clearly younger audience. And so yeah, she knows her fan base, so she knows that she can get away with undisclosed sponsorships and things like that because her fan base is so young and because they don't really know any better and they're not really savvy in that way. Now, what did she do this time? Well, it was way worse than an undisclosed sponsorship, that's for sure. So Gabby decided to make an OnlyFans account, which just off the bat is a red flag. If you have a very young audience, why are you making an OnlyFans account? You're introducing children to a website that is clearly for explicit content, and that's just something that you should never do. You should be aware of your audience. It's one thing if you have an older fan base, but you don't. And I really do have to fault Gabby for that. Just like in the beginning of this video, that's the one thing that already turned me off from her, was like, you know that your fan base is very young, so why would you make an OnlyFans account? Same with like Tana Mojo, but we can't expect morality from Tana Mojo. So anyways, she made this OnlyFans account, and apparently she's saying that she was treating it as more of a Finsta. She wasn't posting super explicit content, but she was posting apparently more explicit content than on Instagram and things like that. And so a few days ago, this week, or maybe last week technically, since I'm doing this on Monday, but she sent a message out to her OnlyFans subscribers where she was saying that she wouldn't put on her underwear, and then she would have them pay to see a video that was blurred out. So if you're on OnlyFans and you see a message like this and the video is blurred out and you have to pay $3 to watch this video, clearly you are going to think that this is explicit content. It was not. The video was of Gabby as a child, as a 3-year-old, flashing the camera and saying that she wouldn't put on her underwear. I'm going to go ahead and show you the message and then just kind of tell you why this is wrong if you haven't already figured that out. So with this video, it is clear that Gabby knew exactly what she was doing. She knew that she was not on OnlyFans to make explicit content, but she also knew that she should just try to clickbait. She should try to do things like Bella Thorne did, to where she can make the most money on OnlyFans without having to show her body or anything like that. The problem, other than the fact that she's basically trying to scam people and using clickbait on OnlyFans, and they're paying like per video, per picture, so you're scamming a lot of people just off the bat. But the worst part of it is that she scammed them using a video of a child flashing the camera. Now, this video is innocent, right? And she explains that in a video that I will put into this video later on. The problem is that once you sell it and you have this caption for it, it now becomes CP, child P, if you know what I'm saying. It now becomes CP, and now you have implicated however many people bought this video from you as holders of CP. That's what you have done. And you have now distributed it, because it now changes the context once you put this caption and once you make people pay for this video. And once it's on OnlyFans. There are so many things wrong with how, and you know what this boils down to? Like I said earlier, she is money hungry. She is money hungry. She is obsessed with getting money and scamming her fans as much as she can. Mind you, some of these fans might be children themselves who bought this. Because of course, she promoted an OnlyFans account to her mostly child audience. So now she has children buying CP, not understanding the implications. What if, I'm just gonna make a scenario here. What if one of these kids, somehow their parent is involved in a police investigation that might not be as serious as CP? Then they find this on a computer or something like that. And the next thing you know, their parent is being taken away for CP because they bought this with their parents' credit card. Do you see how badly this could go for however many people bought this? Do you see how badly this could go? I don't know what made her think that this was a good idea at all, but she is wildly immature, wildly ignorant. And honestly, well, I mean, I think that saying that she's ignorant and immature is giving her a pass in a way. I would love to think that maybe she's just ignorant and immature and naive, but she's also 25 years old and she's been on the social media game for a while. She's been scamming her fans for a while. So I highly kind of doubt that she's ignorant. But just for the benefit of the doubt, let's just say that she is this ignorant and this naive. She should be at least deplatformed from OnlyFans. I'm not sure if they have deplatformed her yet, but if they haven't, they need to. Anyone who decides that they are going to market a video of themselves as a child as explicit content must be deplatformed from the platform that they did that on. Quite frankly, I don't think that she should have a platform, period. Because she's already proven that she does not respect her fan base. She does not respect the people that watch her. She does not respect any of the guidelines, the guidelines that are put out for undisclosed sponsorships. And now this. It's clear that she's a scammer. That's how I feel about her. And so obviously she should be deplatformed. But without giving her the benefit of the doubt, she knew exactly what she was doing, which makes it even more disgusting. And she should definitely be deplatformed, like from every social media platform that she's making money off of, because this is gross. This is absolutely disgusting. I'm going to go ahead and read her little Twitter apology really quickly. So Gabby tweeted a childhood video of me on the phone saying, Nana says, put your panties back on, and jumping up and down laughing. I'm sorry I didn't think that one through, period. A home video I love to share with my friends, and I use my OF as a Finsta page where I share stuff as I would with friends. Gabby, I don't know if this is like normal for you, but for other people, I'm just speaking, I guess, in personal experience. Let me just speak in personal experience. I don't charge my friends to look at my Finsta. She is still trying to market herself as being super innocent when she's clearly wrong, when she's being called out by thousands of people for this. And yet she's still trying to market herself as being friends with her fan base. Because what she's doing is manipulating her fan base with this. She's saying, oh, I'm just using my OnlyFans as like a Finsta for my friends. But you have to pay money for it, sis. So I think that she's still trying to manipulate the fan base that she knows she still has. Because they're young and naive, and she knows that. And she is fully aware of this. Fully aware of this. And on top of that, in this whole tweet, you can see that she's very passive aggressive. She's very defensive. She's basically saying, it's just a childhood video and I didn't think that one through. Yes, you did, Gabby. You completely did. And if you didn't think that one through, guess what? You should not have an OnlyFans. If you cannot think that critically, which is not very critically at all, you should not have an OnlyFans. You shouldn't be on the internet. Like, if you can't think you can't think that through, you shouldn't be on the internet. So either way, it's a lose-lose for you. You're not putting up a great defense. I don't even know why she's trying to defend herself with this tweet, but when I saw this, I was even more put off because she is going to sit in her wrongness. She goes on to say, the video was a goofy throwback family moment that I wanted to share with my personal OnlyFans fancy babies. I am sorry that this wasn't thought out completely. I apologize. The video is down now. I am sorry again if this came out wrong. I was trolling. It was wrong, period. Okay, Miss Gabby City Girl, I guess. Again, like I said earlier, she says, I'm sharing this with my personal OnlyFans fancy babies. So she's still trying to make it seem like she has some personal relationship with her fan base so they can keep giving her money so that she can keep selling them CP. Because that's really what she just did. I mean, she's still trying to keep this relationship as strong as possible by saying that she was just trying to build that personal relationship between her and her fan base, which is complete and utter manipulation of children. That's what she's doing. So she's doing a lot with children right now, and it's very disturbing. I don't know how she thought that these 3 tweets would suffice anybody. Like, that these 3 tweets were enough for people to forgive her. She was not only extremely wrong past the point of just tweeting out 3 tweets, but also to continually defend yourself in these tweets in a passive aggressive way where basically she's going to say, oh, I wasn't defending myself, I said sorry. Yet you keep saying it was just a goofy throwback and oh, I was just trolling, which is another thing. She literally contradicted herself. You were either trolling or you were using it as a Finsta. Like, which one was it? If you were trolling, then you understand that you basically used a clickbait caption to reel people in and make them pay $3 for CP. She literally admitted it. If you're saying that you're trolling, you know that you used clickbait. And you know that that clickbait implied one thing and then you gave people another thing. And on OnlyFans especially, that is definitely not okay because people are paying per post. So I just, Gabi DeMartino, I don't know. I think that she's much smarter than how she portrays herself on the internet, because she is using a lot of manipulation in these tweets, but I guess she's not smart enough, or maybe she's not morally sound enough to realize that it's not going to work and that she really needs to work on her apologizing skills, like hardcore. So if you did not know, Gabby also has a twin sister named Nikki DeMartino, and they have a joint channel called Nikki and Gabby or something like that. And they have a lot of subscribers on that channel. They have millions of subscribers on that channel. And so Nikki definitely had to put out a statement to just kind of differentiate herself from her sister. So I'm going to go ahead and show that statement as well. Now, I'm not going to read this one out, but although Nikki obviously did not do this, she doesn't have anything to do with this. I just think that it's interesting how she says that she's owned it and is facing the consequences. What has she owned? What has she owned? Like, let's just delve into what has she really owned? She did not own the fact that she knowingly distributed CP, which I fully believe she knowingly did this. This was not a mistake. This was not a lapse of judgment. She knew that she was doing this. So she has not owned that fact. Therefore, she has not owned anything and is not deserving of any type of sympathy, any type of forgiveness, because she refuses to own what everyone else knows. I'm glad that she didn't try to say the same thing as like, oh, this is a childhood video, and oh, Gabby's heart. I'm glad that she didn't do that. And I'm glad that she's taking a step away from the joint channel to save herself, essentially, to kind of distance herself from her sister, because she does not want to be in the crossfire of this. But at the same time, I just think that her statement was just a little like, you're giving her way too much grace. I know that that's her twin sister, but you have to realize that her actions were enormously wrong. Like, enormously. And that her apology was completely inadequate. So Gabby actually decided to, a few days later, post a video on YouTube where she apologized, and the video was so short that I decided to just include the entire video. So you don't actually have to watch her video and possibly make her money. I don't know if that video is monetized or not, but if it is, you can just watch this video so you don't have to go to her video and watch it. It was extremely short, and yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and show you the video. It's gonna be a little sped up just for like copyright and everything like that. It's gonna be a little distorted, but you'll basically know what she said, and then we can dissect it later on.
This video is going to touch on a very serious topic, so I'd like to insert a trigger warning. Recently, my lack of judgment and poor decisions have led to a very, very serious issue that needs to be addressed. I owe it to you guys. As I was coming up with new ideas and new content, I was watching a home video with my family of myself as a 3-year-old when my mom announced that she was pregnant with my younger brother. In that home video, I ruined a beautiful moment by telling everyone that I heard my nanny tell me to put my panties on through a stethoscope. It's a video that has brought back laughter and joy within my family for years, and I shared it with what I thought was a funny caption. It's not funny. It was a quote from the video. Never in a million years did I think something that I thought was so innocent could be looked in such an ugly way, and I think that's where the problem lies. I realized I'm so disattached with reality that it didn't even cross my mind that this could be viewed like this, and that's a serious issue. It's not funny. It will never be funny, and it's not okay, and I'm really sorry. I'm sorry to my friends, my fans, my family, to anyone that I've hurt. I'm so truly sorry, and it was definitely a huge lack of my character and my judgment, and I know who I am in my heart, and I know that if you know me, you would know I would never condone anything like this. So it really hurts to know the pain that I've caused for so many people, my family, my friends, my fans, my supporters, even people who have just simply been triggered by my stupid, thoughtless action. To everyone, I'm very, very sorry. It was very insensitive and a poor representation of who I am and what I believe in. I would never do anything to exploit or harm a child. I'm so sorry. Truly, very sorry. This is a huge wake-up call. I'm going to step back into reality now, and I'm going to reflect. And I love you guys, and I'm so sorry. I'm going to grow and learn from this, and I will come out of this a better person, and I will do better. This was really wrong.
Somehow she managed to make herself look even worse with this apology video. Now, let me explain. First of all, she had the whole no makeup, tracksuit, sweats, and everything thing that a lot of YouTubers have been just dragged for in their apology videos for way less than CP. So yeah, I don't know why she thought that that was a good idea. Second of all, she looks like she's been crying, and then she like kind of sounds like she's going to cry, and like she's crying, but then no tears come out. The video is literally less than 2 minutes. She doesn't say what she did at all. Like, she does not actually say, I distributed CP, or I clickbaited people into buying something that they thought was going to be explicit and it wasn't. She literally did not do that. So it's like, well, what are you apologizing for? And I think she did that tactfully, because if you don't know, then you won't know. And then you'll just think that people are attacking her for no reason. And again, she's doing this because she knows that she has a young fan base who, if they don't know, they won't know. And then they'll just start to defend her without knowing why people are so upset. Also, just stylistically, I like how she changed angles. So clearly it was a longer video than just the 2 minutes. And yet somehow it ended up being less than 2 minutes. So she might have had good content to put in the rest of the video, maybe an undisclosed sponsorship, but she said, no, I need to make this as short and concise and as confusing as possible for people who don't know what's going on. So yeah, that's basically all that has happened in the situation. And just to sum up my thoughts, I think that Gabi DeMartino is a disgusting person. Honestly, I've never liked her. I've never liked her ever since she started to copy Ariana Grande. Because I just feel like if your whole persona is being someone else, I'm not really for that. I don't really like that. And ever since then, I've just never really liked her. And also, I heard that apparently she's really upset that this whole thing is happening because she doesn't want Ariana Grande to unfollow her. So yeah, that's kind of how I've always viewed her, as someone who's just obsessed with Ariana Grande and overall kind of weird. It's clear that Gabby is just super money hungry, and she is going to try to monetize every part of her life for some odd reason. Maybe it's like some childhood trauma. I don't know. But I can't respect anyone who will do undisclosed sponsorships to children. So I already don't have any respect for her. But after this, I definitely don't think I ever will, because she refuses to take any type of responsibility for her actions. And quite frankly, I think that she should at least be fined or something like that, because this is criminal activity. Regardless of how innocent the video actually is, because I do believe that the video is innocent. When you market it this way, you're inviting a lot of child predators to watch videos of children and just help feed their sick and disgusting addictions. That's basically what you're doing. A lot of people are probably going to seek that video out in a way that is not innocent, or in a way that's not just investigative and trying to figure out why things are happening. This is happening with Gabby. They're going to hear about this and think, yay, I get free CP, and then look it up, because that's how a lot of sick and twisted people think. And all you're doing is fueling that flame that they have inside of them to potentially be predators to children. And instead of taking responsibility and understanding that this goes beyond the YouTube world, and that this can affect children at some point, in some way, in some capacity, she decides to pretend as if she's just being targeted and she's just getting hate for no reason, and she's just simply getting hate for a mistake. That's not okay. And I don't have any respect for her. I think that she should be deplatformed, and I don't think that anyone should support her. Period. I do not think that anyone should support her, especially if what fans are claiming is true, where she basically said in a fan group chat she was mostly afraid of Ariana Grande unfollowing her. At that point, you do not deserve to have a platform. You are not mature enough. You are not a morally upstanding person, and that's just what it is. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the situation. And I really hope that you all agree with me. I really hope that this is the one video where everybody agrees with me. So that is it for this video. Please enjoy this obligatory Tom Holland picture as I close out. But those are my thoughts about this entire situation. I just think that Gabi DeMartino is a disgusting person. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And I hope you kind of all agree with me after learning about the situation, if you didn't already know about it beforehand. If you did enjoy this video, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Go ahead and comment down below what you think of this entire situation, and please do subscribe to my channel and turn on the post notifications so that you're notified of the next time that I post a video. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.